Hey friends, Kristen Hankins here with Usborne Books and More. I am making a couple of quarantine survival videos for you. I was really debating whether or not to even talk about the quarantine in these videos, since I'd love to be able to use them for years to come, but then it's like, this is a big part of our history right now, and it's probably something we're not going to want to forget. So first up, I am going to share some survival tools, so aka activity books, things that will keep your kids happy and occupied. I know we're all loving this family time. I homeschool, so I already had my kids with me 24/7. So I definitely appreciate the time with them, and I know you do too, but at the same time, we need downtime. We need to be able to take some time for self-care, and to do that, we need to be able to occupy our kids. And I am a fan of boredom. I like for my kids to just go in their rooms and find something to do, or go outside, find something to do, make up their own games and have some fun. But they need structured boredom as well, and away from screens. We personally do not use screens Monday through Friday. Activity books are a big hit in our house. So I'm going to share them with you as fast as I can so I can cover a lot. These are the Never Get Bored cards. The White Clean cards are a lot of fun. Obviously, 5 kids. I have 5 kids, and I can get 1 pack of cards and they can share. One thing that we've been doing during the quarantine is taking drives. So that's something they can really easily take into the car and stay busy during a drive. Our crossword puzzles and our word searches I find are super affordable at just $5 each, but they're also a lot of fun. My kids love these. We have all of them. They all have their own as well. The pencil and paper games, these are 2-person games. There's things you're probably familiar with, like the dot game, but there's also some new games I had never heard of. Lots of tic-tac-toe and stuff. Before quarantine, I would say restaurants. These are great for restaurants. Post quarantine or during the quarantine, they are good for just taking drives, like I was saying, or occupying yourself at home, like being able to take a shower and your kids just play together nicely. Our wipe cleans are reusable. They're very durable. They're very sturdy, and they're also lots of fun, whether you just want activity wipe cleans for them to have fun, or you want them to do some learning. We have everything from grammar to telling the time, to learning cursive, proper formation of letters for anyone starting to write. We love our wipe cleans. We have a variety of activity books that will help with different areas of education. We have a STEM series where we have a science scribble book, a technology scribble book, and these are they're interactive ways to learn concepts, learn about different things in the area of STEM, science, technology, I think art and math. I always forget one of them. So they're just a fun way to dig deeper and learn a little bit about something your kiddo is interested in. We have a bunch of different math activity books, nature activity books. We have Cross the USA activity books. And our activity books usually have some spot the difference things, some drawing and coloring, some sticker pages. They're just a variety of different things to learn, but enjoy the book at the same time and have fun. So we love those in our home. We love the Academy books. We've done Dr. Academy in addition to these. One of my kiddos loves animals, so she was only 4 when I got her Vet Academy, and we went through it together. Again, there's stickers, there's certificates. It's fun for them to go through and learn about different, well, in this case, different animals and how to care for them. And then they can even fill out their little certificate. And they all have some sort of game or some sort of thing, special thing in the back. Like this one came with these punch outs to build a horse. The Entrepreneur Academy came with a game. I think it was a game for that. And then Dr. Academy came with a game as well. We have many different coloring books. And I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to coloring books, I am a cheapskate. And when I saw that we were getting these little coloring books, I was like, I'm not getting those. But my kids saw them in my inventory. So I always get, well, yeah, so my kid colored in this one. I always try to get just about everything so that I can be familiar with the product and show them to you guys. But my kids snatched these coloring books out of my inventory, and so I was like, sure, you can have it, whatever. Again, they're like $5, so super affordable. But what I found was that it wasn't just my 4-year-old who loved them, my 6-year-old did too, because she's still not that great about coloring in the lines. And in these, we have these really thick borders, so it's a lot easier. So for my little perfectionist 6-year-old, she can enjoy a coloring book without all of that stress of going outside the lines, because that's something that really bothered her and it deterred her from coloring. So my kids have done the color by number books before, but the benefit of mom being a book lady is that you get to reuse your favorite books. It's been like 4 years. So they're a lot older now, and some of my little kids who hadn't done the first color by numbers were able to do this for the first time. What's really cool about that for me is that the code is easy for a child who can't read or doesn't even know their numbers yet to understand. Let's find a page that my 4-year-old did. I know she's done a lot of pages in here. But anyways, I can show her, this is a 1, okay? This is a 1, and you're gonna find all of the ones on the page and you're gonna color them red. And then she's identifying numbers. Now she knows, just in the week that she's had this, now she knows 1, 2, 3, and 4. She can recognize those. And it's just something that with several other kids who I homeschool on a regular basis, I hadn't gotten around to yet, sadly. There's a page teaching her to recognize her numbers. So this was a way for her to learn some number recognition in addition to just having fun and making some really cool pictures. The color by numbers books for older kids, the pictures just always come out really cool. My kids are so impressed when they finish a picture because they're like, oh my gosh, that is the coolest picture. And they did it themselves. Let's see. There's a couple others that they really liked, but they each have their own, so I can never remember who did what. But they love these designs when they finish the page. And again, even my perfectionist kids can do those without getting too upset. Next up, I've got sticker books of all kinds. Speaking of perfectionism, the little stickers, I guess the little stickers is going to be a line for toddlers and your older kids who are perfectionists, because I love that these little stickers, they can put the stickers anywhere. There's not a particular place where the sticker has to go to make the picture make sense or look how it's supposed to. So you can see this one here, my 4-year-old has done, and the stickers are very reusable. She can actually peel these up and move them around multiple times, not just once or twice, usually at least like 3 or 4 times. This was the little sparkly sticker book. But as you can see, she's had a lot of fun. Here's one that has not been used yet, so you can see what they look like without any stickers on the page yet. And then in the back, they've got the sticker sheets. They're perforated, so I always just tear them out and hand them out. My older kids especially love the build your own sticker books. Even my girls, I have 1 boy and 4 girls. They all love these. They love the monsters and the dinosaurs and the robots. And then I think mythical beasts maybe is the other one that we've got around here somewhere. This one is tougher for my 4-year-old and 6-year-old because of the perfectionism. Let's see. I think she has put some stickers where they don't belong. But the sticker pages will have a few stickers for each page. And it says right here, Buzzsaw, and then this is the Buzzsaw page. And so where you see these darker shadowy places, they're gonna figure out which sticker goes there and put that on. Let's see if I can find a page that has not been done yet. Last week, they each got to pick a new build your own sticker book, and that's when they got their new color by numbers books. So this has been their activity when I'm reading aloud to them. Let's see, that's Buzzsaw. So here's the page of stickers for Vertigo and Blizzard, and those are going to fill in these dark spots to complete the pictures, and they're really fun. There's a little bit to read on each page, and then like with the robots, they have statistics for their height, weapons, their army, their strength, their weakness, and so they just even my kids just make imaginary play while they do their stickers and talk about them battling and all kinds of stuff like that. More books that I love. Things to Spot books. These very first books of Things to Spot. We have this one, and then we have one for out and about and one for at home. These are simple, but they still get to do some critical thinking. So like this question says, who has a fish for dinner? So then they're not just looking for a specific object, they're specifically looking to see which one of these cats is about to eat a fish. Find the pink cat who's trying to catch a bee, spot the cat with stripes on its tail. That just kind of takes them up a notch in their thinking. Find a crab, spot a fish with spots, count the starfish, 1, 2, 3. Where's the whale? Find some shells. Spot the smallest fish. Which frog has a pink tummy? Find the frog with spots. So I love those. They're not too overwhelming. And then with our 1001 Things to Spot, I love these for maybe 5, 6 and up. They get to practice some one-to-one correspondence. So that is not just counting, but recognizing that every time you count another object, you're adding on 1. So when they're counting their 4 Arctic terns here, they are finding the terns and they're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's one-to-one correspondence. That's a skill we want our kiddos to learn in pre-K, kindergarten, first grade especially. So the 1001 Things to Spot books are fun. They get to just enjoy it, but they're learning too, and they don't even know it. So I have just 3 more books. These are not necessarily activity books. These are hardback books, but they're still fun. We have Where's Jane? That's Jane Austen, and Where's Will? That's William Shakespeare. And you are finding them and their characters in their plays or novels. It's kind of like Where's Waldo? There's a synopsis of the plays, or in the Jane book, her novels, and then they're finding those characters. So for your older kids especially, that's a lot of fun. We are big William Shakespeare fans. We are big fans of classics. So even my little kids have fun with those. StoryPath, I swear StoryPath is like endless fun. And they do not have to be a reader to do this on their own. Once you've gone through it a couple of times, they kind of get the gist of each page, and they know that they're choosing a path and they're telling a story as they go. But there are prompts to help you. So it starts, once upon a time, there lived a, and then they can just use their finger and they can choose where they're going to go and talk about it and make up a story. And then down here it says, whom did you choose? What was their name? What did they look like? Where did they live? My kids have not been super creative when it comes to using their imaginations, making things up, or telling stories. So I really appreciated this. One day they were riding along on there, so now we're building the story. And then again, it asks for some details. What did you choose? What noise did it make? How fast was it? Where were they going? As they turned the corner, they were stopped by a mysterious. And so it just continues to build the plot, build the story, gives them these opportunities for creative thinking, creative storytelling. And I don't know that we've ever sat down and gone through the entire book at once because it's so long, which is a great thing because we can just skip a page sometimes and kind of make our story so different from the last time that we did it. So we really love StoryPath, whether we do it all together. All of us can like pile on the couch and do it together, or my oldest can do it with one of the younger kids, or one of the younger kids can just do it alone. It's definitely endless fun and we love it. So if you don't have StoryPath yet, I definitely recommend that you get it. I hope you saw some activity books that you could use in your home that would be helpful to you, especially during the quarantine while we all are getting just this ample time together, cooped up in our houses. Let me know below in the comments which maybe 2 books you think your family would enjoy the most or would be most helpful, especially so that you can just sneak away and have some quiet time for yourself, or take a shower, or cook in peace and quiet. I understand how hard it is these days to get those moments, so I hope some of these books can help you.